Hey everyone, this is Arnold, and here's Cynthia.
Hey, I'm Cynthia.
And we've been holding off on this YouTube stuff for a while now, but we're gonna get back into it, hopefully. So this is my dumbbell flat press. I go up with the RPE scale, so I hit a target amount of reps with a perceived exertion rate of 1 to 10. So 10 being like absolute failure with the most amount of reps, and 1 being, absolutely easiest. This is my top heavy, so this was about, I believe this was a 9. Usually, I very rarely go to a 10 because my big enough workout, I don't want to tire myself out.
And we always used to go by RPE scales, but I've actually taken more of a notice towards it ever since Berto gave me my own personal protocol to go by. And right here, I'm doing high bar squats and with the pause. I've been doing it with the pause now because I was noticing that my squats were off balance. I was coming up all lopsided and wasn't controlled. So I asked my coach Alberto Nunez to if I could pause squat, and he said sure. So I really like pause squats. They've been helping me.
Yes, I always recommend pause for everything. I think pause is a lot better than speed work. The fact that speed work is just different to the fact that you're just, you lower the weight and you're just moving through the weight, but you're not really um, focusing on staying more tight. That's one of the things I've been focusing on a lot lately too, is staying a lot more tight in the hole, or staying a lot more tight in my pressing. I feel like it really helped out a lot, and I think the pause, everything, pause pressing, pause squatting, and resetting after every deadlift rep is a big help instead of just rushing through it all. And also doing your mobility. You gotta be doing your mobility. That's made a huge difference in a lot of things that we've been doing.
So I think this is my 8 to 12 rep range. No, I'm not sure. But anyways, it's high reps today on that day.
Yeah, this is footage also from, like, I believe 2 months ago, guys. So it's pretty old footage that we haven't put up yet. So
Yeah, I've actually already competed in my first show. It was on June 9th.
yeah, that was a Folsom, California. For all you people that don't really follow natural bodybuilding, it was a really good show, actually. That's the same show I'm gonna do next year, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it was really crazy for me because first show ever. It's actually very stressful in the beginning, but after I was done with the prejudging, it was way more relaxing because I already knew how being on stage felt and stuff. And I always had people, my teammates, my brother, to always support me and make me feel more comfortable. And then I felt more confident when I went back up. So after that, I was more relaxed and it felt way more fun. And it was really awesome. So I can't wait to do my next show, which will be June 29th, a week from right now. So
Hoping we get this video out soon. And this is me doing my back offset, I believe. So that the back offset is usually just like you take 10% off or 7% off, depending on how heavy the load is. This is obviously 10% off.
So, yeah, I've been dieting for like since January 15, and right now my macros are 40 fat, 145 carbs, and 140 protein. and it's been going pretty good. Except I would have to say the hardest part for me, the phase of dieting, would be towards the middle because you just kind of feel like, wow, I have that much more to go. That was probably the hardest part, is just knowing that you got that much more to go. Not necessarily that I was starving so much or that my cravings weren't that as high as they probably could have been. It was actually pretty easy. I mean, it wasn't like totally hard. I know there's people out there who have it really hard on dieting, and with my coach, this way of dieting is way more easier. So I'm just thankful that I have that. But
She's talking about flexible dieting, by the way,
yeah,
guys. Flexible dieting is, if you don't know flexible dieting, there's so much information out there about it. It's, you know, I should probably get a video about this later on, but when I first started competing for a show, I just did, oh, it was a nightmare. Like, I can't even begin to explain how bad it was. I was just so consumed by all this misinformation, starvation diets, it was just really bad. And, luckily I found out about 3DMJ, and I told Cynthia about it, and, I told her you should join the team, because I knew that they got their athletes always in the best shape, and it was the right way, because bodybuilding is not an easy task, and by any means, but you can make it a heck of a lot easier on the body, especially seeing a lot of other people how they diet down, and the amount of cardio they're doing, it's ridiculous. But
yeah, and when I say that it was easy, I just mean compared to how hard other people have it. By all means, it is not easy, but it is easy compared to other people. But yeah, the hardest part would be towards the middle because that's when I was feeling the weakest. It was really strange because I wasn't used to this. I wasn't used to being on a deficit. But then after a couple weeks in, I started getting used to it and I felt way better. And I actually am right now hitting PRs in the gym. And so it just takes time, I think, for me, or probably for anybody, just to get used to dieting in general. I think it's hardest just going in first because you don't know what to expect. And now that I'm kind of used to it, it's not so bad. I feel like actually I'm getting better at how to do this. But yeah.
So this finishes off with Romanians. I love these, by the way, too. These are excellent for the hammies and glutes, lower back.
Oh yeah, and when you're doing these, be careful not to go too low before you go past your stretching point. I made a mistake and I went too low and I kind of tore something a little. Not really tore, but strained it. So just go towards till you kind of feel a stretch, not too much where you almost gonna rip something. That makes any sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah, again, work on flexibility. You don't want to do, you'll learn your limits doing this stuff over time, like where your breaking point is. All right, that's about it, guys. Video's coming to an end, so we'll see you in the next video. All right.
Yep.